being a mechanic is working with what you got.
So we had the boys round up some of the craziest DIY hacks we've seen to get you all this compilation.
First clip.
What the hell? In tarnation.
What?
It's like operation.
What is he welding?
I don't know. He can't even see.
Something in the block?
To the screw.
Oh.
You know?
That's badass.
actually
That's
actually pretty
That's
cool.
badass. That's actually
I
a
never
fire.
thought to do that.
Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna put that in my book.
That's
right
yeah,
there.
that's pretty sick.
That's tight.
He's got like a pretty short jumper cable from something. I can't see it.
Thing is, what he's doing, he's just putting the rod in there. Boom. It's touching metal, and he's just connecting the power to it, and it ignites with the ground, sparks, and then just bonds together, and that's it, like a stick welder.
And he unscrewed it out. So
I've never thought about doing that.
I bet there's a lot of old timers that have tried this, but I am very surprised. Like I used to work at a hot rod shop, and I feel like I've seen a lot of things, and I've never seen somebody do this before.
Yeah, I've never seen that.
So you know what would be fun? It's been a while since we've played the game. Is this a hack or is it whack?
Oh yeah.
What do you
You're right.
think?
It's a hack.
I definitely agree that this is a lovely hack. Let me see that next clip.
Sandblasting.
Dude. Okay.
I mean, it's working.
Yeah.
So you can only be so whack. He's using a bottle, a Coke bottle. If we don't want to be brand specific, just a soda bottle.
with a memorable red logo, yeah.
For it to gravity feed the sand into what looks like, is that a homemade?
I think so. I think it's like just a regular air nozzle you cut a hole in, yeah.
Yeah, that's just a hair nozzle. That's just an air nozzle that he cut up, and I mean, it's working.
Yeah.
Dude, good for you. That's pretty cool.
Yeah,
I like
sick,
that.
yeah.
I mean, the general purpose is there. You know, it's just gravity fed, so you just need it to sit right on top. You cut a hole and made it work. I like that. That's ingenuity at its finest.
Yeah, and it definitely beats going to buy a whole, like, you know, sandblasting kit or something, you know?
Do you see why this might be bad?
Literally, the reason why you can't use regular sand for sandblasting is because it has a high silica content, and when it goes into finer particles and you breathe it in, it can cause cancer.
Yeah. Yeah, I thought it was just because the sand was all different kinds of sizes and it would kind of make it uneven, but there you go. You use that, it'll explode on contact and release silica and you'll get cancer. So just get the right stuff and you'll probably live a little bit longer. Have you ever been in the garage and all of a sudden need to break a tool to make a tool?
Yeah, I have.
What did you do, Heber? What did you do?
I had to grind down a wrench to make it bigger because we needed a bigger wrench. So I got an angle grinder and just like, it wasn't here. It was at home. But yeah, when you don't have that wrench and you need it immediately, sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do.
Did you get the job done?
Yeah, got the job done.
Perfect. Well, this hack is pretty rad, but Heber, would you do this?
I'd do this. This is awesome.
But no matter what, wear a mask. That's a definite hack.
I got a minor issue with the Mustang here. For some reason, the coolant reservoir just snapped.
Oh no, the nipple.
And so I got to get this thing home. So I have shoved a stick in there. And,
To keep it in place?
No.
Oh, just to prevent it from leaking out?
Oh yeah, that's gotta be.
That's smart as hell, dog.
So it's the overflow.
Yeah.
That's okay. So it'll just overflow out to the ground.
Yeah. I mean, you didn't even need a stick, dog, to be real.
Okay.
battery definitely knocked it off.
That's why you need your battery hold downs.
Yep. That and so the little fluids in there don't get jostled.
You know, I
think this is a really good hack.
hopefully he got that stick shoved in there real good, like.
But not enough to where it goes in.
We just don't want it to pop out when it pressurizes.
Here.
I don't know why this feels very dirty. All of what we're saying, it just sounds a little pervy. It's not me.
Yeah, the perverts always say, it's not me, I'm not the pervert. I mean, good repair.
I like it. I think if it works, it works. If it fits, it sits.
That's a life lesson. Let's see that next clip.
Don't have a hydroponic press. Hydroponic.
You're making that so hard to say.
We're gonna make this. That does say don't have a hydroponic press. Just wanted to make sure everybody caught that there. Okay.
What does that mean, Angie?
Could be. But we'll pretend it says hydraulic.
Okay.
Live present.
That fool had a lot of body lines.
Yeah,
that works.
That definitely works.
That works. Anything like that works.
Yeah, I mean, I would say, yeah, there's many uses to hydraulic press.
Yeah. There's many ways to push in a bushing. And this is probably one of the most common things you can use. Anything that's stiff.
Love it.
You have one with a car jack.
Yeah.
I mean, a car jack is hydraulic. It works off of hydroponic. I mean, hydraulics principle, right? Where we've got pistons inside and there's fluid moving, and we got one small piston, one big piston. We're getting hydraulic advantage.
He's still using the hydraulic system.
You're still
using it.
It's a hydraulic press that's big. The only benefit you're gonna get with a hydraulic press is it's gonna be easier sometimes to like fit stuff in a fixture, and usually you'll get more pressing power out.
More gangster would have been if he had just a big piece of wood, put it somewhere in between, and let the car just fall on it.
That's the real G way.
That would have been more like, oh, that was crazy.
All right, so Sandro, is this hack or is it whack?
Is this hack?
Is this hack? All right, Sandro.
Are we good today? We're good today. Both of us are off. Okay.
I mean,
I'll take this as a hack.
it's a hack.
It's a decent hack.
Yeah, I agree.
Beginner's hack.
Beginner's hack.
A beginner's hack.
I like it. Next clip.
Next clip?
You know the side effects of frequently adding tap water to a radiator? This old truck's radiator is suffering from poor cooling because the owner used tap water. In Pakistan, getting a new radiator is tough, so they keep repairing and using the old one. How do they fix it? Since the radiator frame is made of copper, the repairman uses acetylene to dissolve the remaining solder. Seeing all this scale, it's no wonder the radiator is malfunctioning.
Sandro, have you ever repaired a radiator? How common is it to do something like this?
Right now, it's not common at all. Back in the day, it was like a thing. Like, you'll pull up in your old truck, and you'll be like, hey, there's a little leak on my radiator. And you'll be like, all right, it'll take you like about 3-4 hours. But like, leave it right there. We'll bust it out, take it off, get the torch, take off all the solder off of it, take off the heads, wash it down. And with a rod, you just clean them all up one by one. And the ones that up and then you couldn't repair, you just fold them in, solder the holes in, and just patch them up. And just make sure that the rest of them were like fine, and solder that bad boy. Well, the way he didn't really pressurize it, I guess he wasn't like really showing it, but you put like a rubber piece, you clog it, put pressure, put it on the big ass tub, pressurize it, it's not leaking, you're ready to go.
Oh shoot.
I think it was like 80 bucks.
Damn.
Do all that work?
Really?
80 bucks. Well, I mean, back in the day it was a lot of money, There was never, I don't think I've ever saw a radiator I couldn't fix because we had parts laying around. Like if the caps were gone or it got in an accident and the middle was blown, we just could exchange them for some other middles and just put the caps on it and just rock it again.
You said you used to do this all the time, but would you still rock this skill or leave it in the past?
I'll still rock this. I'm gonna make you rock this.
Oh, damn.
I'm gonna bust out an old radiator.
All right, on to the next clip.
Got a big dent we're gonna be taking out today. All right, so we got boiling water right here.
Okay.
One shot.
But that's that's nothing crazy, I think. Like, it just gets popped in and you can pop it out. But sometimes what happens on the corners, they crease, right? And now obviously they have PDR, right?
Of course they have PDR, but if you see how the skin shakes, that's because inner structure wise, there's some welds that are broken because the skin's not supposed to shake that way.
Yeah, the way you saw it flap on the bottom, so it probably doesn't have the support no more. Look at that, like when it pops it up, so it's like jello.
The old-fashioned way of taking out a dent was always drilling a hole and putting a screwdriver and pulling it out. That's been a very old trick from back in the 70s, 60s. They used to make a lot of holes and they used to just yank them out.
Real quick, you're wearing a green hat.
This donut again, okay? Hi guys, this is me without a hat. They call me Vegeta. Next clip.
Skinny.
What is this?
Oh,
Is that?
that's a sewing tool. Or is that, I think that's a cut fabric. I'm not like a big sewer, but my mom was, and I think I've seen this tool before. Okay.
Yeah, it's about.
Yeah, okay.
You can do it with a blade, but then you cut the wire too.
Right, yeah. And this one protects it underneath.
PSA, that is a seam ripper used in sewing.
Seam ripper, okay.
It's a seam ripper. In high school, I used to sew a lot.
Did you really?
Yeah, I swear I used
How? You know, why am I surprised?
you know what I was?
Sandra's at everything.
That was the only class that I actually stayed awake. You want the bell bottoms to be tight now? Psst, easy. That'd be $275. Get a ticket. Yeah, so that's pretty cool. That's you see, you get creative.
So since you are the creative king, what other tools have you used that maybe were not for automotive use, but you used for mechanic work?
Was a spoon.
A spoon.
Yeah, I'd have a screwdriver if I had.
Okay, so
you know how
you
know how screwdrivers get lost, right?
Oh my gosh, yeah.
So I remember I was at the shop and I saw my uncle's spoon right there, and I'm like, you know what? I shave that and that's gonna be my screwdriver. And I was just using it, and then my dad's like, what the?
Why would you do that, son? Part of my time as a technician, I used to get judged a lot. Like a lot of men would go into a store, you got dirty hands, you pay for something, they see and like, oh, this guy does honest work. He must be blue collar mechanic or something, right? But when a woman would come in with hands like that, they're like, man, when's the last time you've done? You know, like it's not, we don't get looked at the same. So I used to be really self-conscious about my hands and my nails. And so I used to get fake acrylic nails, but black. Because if they're dirty, you can't tell. Obviously, you're doing mechanic work, so they'd be really short and flat. And I used to use my nails as little pocket screwdrivers for things. Very handy, actually. And it got me addicted to acrylic nails.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get some too. Bro, can I borrow your screwdriver? Here you go.
Hack or whack?
What do you think?
I think that it's definitely a hack. I think that I love this hack. I think I might have one in like a sewing kit that I don't use.
Yeah.
That now I'm gonna put in my toolbox.
Nice.
I get new boots today! Yeah, I work on cars, but you know I gotta look good doing it. That's why today I'm trying on my new boots from our sponsor, Tecovas. Have you seen them? Ooh, can I put these on? I got new boots.
They look so good.
I know, I'm pretty stoked on them. Scooting and booting. What's going on, man? Look at my boots, Didi. You like my boots? I think she likes my boots. These are the Cartwrights, and I absolutely love them. They've got a round toe, cowhide lining, a leather sole, and I chose the goat leather as the main material. They're already soft, but I can't wait to break them in. These are gonna look great dressed up or set the tone on the damn dance floor. If you want a well-made boot designed in America that will look great no matter what the fashion trends are, check out Tecovas. Just click the link to learn more. Hey, have you seen my boots? Oh God. Here we go. Oh yeah, here we go.
It's like just right at the edge.
All right, I mean, I get what he's doing.
It's working.
All right, yes, I'll give you that, it works. But sooner or later, the tension does need to come off. If you're gonna do lowering springs, and that ratchet strap sooner or later has to come off the existing spring, unless you just throw those ratchet straps away.
Yeah.
And let that explode on somebody else, which sucks for the garbage guy.
It's pretty sketch. Does it work? Yes. Would I do it personally? No.
On camera?
No.
In privacy, if nobody was looking and I really needed to get something done, I would do it.
Yeah.
I mean, I've done some sketchy stuff, especially at the racetrack, because you just don't have the right tools all the time. And you have to get back out there, or you want to get back out there. So don't condone this, but A+ for effort.
I've seen too many videos before I started working on cars of springs exploding on people.
You know what's easier? Coilovers. Just get some coilovers. Done.
Just put them in.
All right, guys, so here's what you can try if you get in a situation like this.
What situation?
For all day and you just shut it off to run it and get something, and now you come out, now you hit the key,
Nothing.
you get absolutely nothing.
Is he gonna hit his starter?
Play and tell them that you're stranded, you can try this. What you're gonna want to do is you're gonna go ahead and get something solid like a rock.
You're right here.
He's gonna hit the starter.
Go underneath the truck, your vehicle.
No, he's not.
He's gonna do it. I think you're right.
To locate your starter.
He's
gonna hit the starter.
starter.
I'm not new to this. I'm true to this, bro. Roadside repairs forever.
For life. Okay, let me tell you why this is not a good idea.
But let me tell you why it works, though.
But it can, just not that hard. Like, you gotta be careful.
Yes.
Why do people hit starters when they get attitude?
Sometimes they need a
I'm
good
gonna have to
spanking.
tell them they need a
I won't repeat myself, starter.
So why do we hear about this all the time? Okay, my car won't start and I hit the starter and it magically starts. What are you doing? Sometimes inside the starter motor gets seized and hitting it can jar the seizing and allow it to spin. Back in the day, we used to use a different kind of starter that didn't use permanent magnets inside and they used field magnets. So it was an electromagnetic stator, if you will, with an armature that spins inside. If you hit that kind of starter, you can beat the crap out of it and nothing bad is gonna happen. It'll be fine. But if you have a starter that uses permanent magnets as essentially the stator, if you do that, yes, you could jar it and get the same effect. But the problem is if you hit it too hard, congratulations, you just cracked the starter magnet and now it's never gonna work again. So be careful about how hard you're hitting the starter. If you wanna try to do that, I would start with lighter taps. And here's the thing, you gotta hit it hard enough to get it jarred. But again, most anything, even remotely modern, is going to use permanent magnets in the starter. So just be careful when you're doing that. You could take a starter that is starting to go bad and you make it trash right now. So
now you know the facts as to why it works and why it's dangerous. But if you're in that situation and your car's not starting anyways,
it's not starting anyways.
Give it a good whack. Who knows?
Who knows? Let's beat into that next clip.
That's crazy. That's so crazy. What are you beating?
This one's beat. Let's check out that next clip.
Oh, look at this.
That's adorable.
I like that. That's cute. That's cool, yeah.
You know what? I haven't seen that one.
I've not seen that one
I have
either.
not seen that
That's
one. That's
I
pretty
like
decent.
it.
That's
Yeah,
decent.
that's
I like
cool.
that. That's cute.
All right, so it looks like we've got a hose clamp tightened down onto our oil filter, and he's just hammering that screw on the hose clamp to get it knocked loose. Oil filters get, I feel like, over-tightened a lot, as people will not just hand tighten them, they'll use other tools to tighten them, and
torque wrenches.
Torque wrenches.
Impact guns. The next guy.
No, yeah. But I mean, oil filters kind of tighten a little bit when you start the engine. We get oil pressure and everything starts going anyways. So, I mean, I feel like so many times you get paid 15 minutes for an oil change and, you know, took you however long to get a stupid oil filter off, so.
How many times have you gone through this?
Oh, more times than I can count.
Yeah.
Man. More times than I can count. I mean, you've probably seen it all too, right? Like you get it so bad to where even the hammering the screwdriver all the way through don't work.
No, you gotta f it all up.
Yeah.
Pliers, bring the blowtorch, call the homie.
The air chisel. Call the homie.
You have all the boys right there looking at you.
Just staring at you. Would you consider this a hack? Or is it
Hell yeah, it's a hack. It's a hack. It's a hack.
Totally.
It's a good hack. It's a good hack.
I like it. It's a good hack.
I like it. It's pretty decent. Next clip.
I thought this old tin was a cigarette container, but it turned out to be filled with these weird metal discs. Each one is a rubber tire patch, and you have to light them on fire to use them. And since they're more than 75 years old, I was really curious to see if they still worked. So I bought an inner tube, cut a slice in it, then attempted to patch it. Burning the patch material causes a chemical reaction called vulcanization to occur. Basically, the heat from the reaction causes rubber molecules from the patch to become cross-linked to molecules in the tube, resulting in essentially a single huge rubber molecule.
Patch still works really cool.
That's actually pretty cool. You see, I've never seen that patch.
The patch side? I mean,
never seen that patch. I've seen all kinds of other patches, but that I've never seen. So the material that it has on the patch when you put it on is this glue, right? So you put it on the glue, you put the glue on, and then you set it on fire. It makes it a little stickier. So the adhesive is grabbing on, right? So when you put the patch, then you massage it under, and then you put some glue on top, and then you catch it on fire. The customer's like, what the f are you doing? And you're like, oh, I'm burning your tire. And I'm like, let me work, go stand on that side. Let me do my job. So that's the old school style of patches. Like we used to heat it up. So like that, the process is faster than you just waiting there. You're blowing on it, you're getting high, because the materials are fumes. So usually you just throw fire and it works. So, would you try this out, or would you leave it in the past?
I don't know, seems pretty cool. I'd like to try it out.
Wow, you see, there you go. Yeah. Let's pass into the next clip. Okay. What happened there?
They smashed the bedside.
Obviously, it's an insurance job, right?
Of course. When you have a hit like that and you want to see inner structure damage, you have to cut a hole in it. Because no matter what, you can't fix the outer skin. So you're allowed to cut a hole to see the deepness inside the structural damage. Cars are fabricated in sections. So in an accident, you can replace sections of the vehicle without having to replace a full part.
So say a customer walks in with something like this into the shop, more or less what would this cost?
If you go through your insurance company, there's more processes, can vary anywhere from $2,500 to $5,000.
Somebody walks into the shop with that, I'll be like, look, guess what? It's gonna cost you a pretty penny. Next clip.
Oh, I know what he's gonna do.
Yeah.
I know what he's gonna do.
What I did was use zip tie, so it won't move. So what do you think?
Oh, I didn't know that.
I didn't think that.
I didn't see that.
Where's the zip tie?
He's zippy tying the to the wrench.
Oh, okay. See, what I have done in the past is you could take bolts with something like skinny, and you can put a nut on the bottom, and it'll keep the gears in place. There's a couple ways. Listen, it works. If it works, it works.
That's what you call ghetto fabulous, right?
That's definitely ghetto fabulous. But if it works, it works.
Perfect. Is there a line between being lazy and being creative when you're working on cars?
I like the saying, work smarter, not harder.
Gotcha.
That's it. So if something can be done in an easier, lazier fashion, I'm about it. Time is money, baby.
Yeah, that makes sense. Hack or whack?
I'm calling it a hack.
Okay, I agree.
Every single one of these valves is leaking. Now this is a problem, but the bigger problem is getting the valve springs out so you can remove the valves to fix the issue. And if you don't have every single cylinder head specific specialty tool to get down in there and compress them,
valve springs.
It could be a big deal. If you have an extra bolt and washer laying around, I'll show you how to make a universal solution. Cut the head of the bolt off and weld it to the washer. And this is what you should be left with.
Ah, okay, I see what he's doing.
Snug this up in the drill press. Grab the cylinder head, and since obviously most valves sit in different cylinder heads at different angles, you're also going to need a piece of wood.
Push down on it?
So what I do is I prop this up and I push it forward or backward until I get the right angle, and I just screw it to the table. Then all you got to do, grab onto the drill press, push her down, and boom, just like that. Oh, and just in case, unplug the drill press while you're doing this. Can you imagine bumping?
But this is cool. He's just using the press for leverage. He's pushing down on the spring seat itself, and then those are the spring seat keys or keepers, and you just get a magnet and pull those out. God forbid those get lost, they always do. Or when you try to reseat the spring and they don't seat completely and they just rock it out, and they are never found again because they're itty bitty. I hate doing this job, if you could tell.
I've seen a lot of different cylinder heads, and they're all not the same, and they all have different shapes. So, like, even though one method might work tried and true for a lot of them, because a lot of them might be similar, there's always going to be that one that's like very, very different, and you're like, ah, crud, I got to get this specific tool for it.
This is a solid hack. If you can do it, and it's and it's straight up and down like he's got it, I like it.
You do have to have a drill press for it, so like, but hey.
But he's got one.
Yeah, he's got one.
Solid hack.
What are we doing?
What is this dude doing?
Got a tie strap, some hard hats.
You know this is gonna work. You saw all those brown folk, you know this is gonna work. What is he doing? Is he gonna unlock the door?
Oh, he is? He is trying to, oh my God. Use the hook.
Yeah, hit the shit out of the side
Dang.
too.
Oh, he's gonna get the inside view. Let's look at that.
Oh, that's...
Oh! Oh!
Smart as hell, dog. I mean, realistically, I think this is a great freaking hack if you're using any sort of little kit to open your car if you got locked out.
If you got locked out. So they make kits where you can try to squeeze it, right, and it'll puff up and you can get some space so you can get inside. Normally they have like, it's like a long hook that you can try to use to move the lock or the latch or whatever.
You get some wedges, you put it in, you make a little space, you put your little inflatable device, maybe a fucking floaty, or football. I've seen people use football. Yeah. A deflated football that they inflate.
And squeeze it in there, okay.
Yeah, you just want some space and then you get your little hook or your little stick or whatever.
Unraveled coat hanger.
Unraveled coat hanger. You just diddle around in there. Scramble around, diddle it a little bit. It'll pop open and you'll be fine. I've gotten locked out of my car multiple times. I'm not proud to admit that. I'm just an idiot. Multiple times this happened. I have my own kit at home. I have a kit that I have at home, and then I have a kit at my parents' home in case I get locked out and I don't have my keys.
Just in case.
I can go to my parents' house.
I think that's a good strategy.
I need to buy you a kit now. Keep it at your house.
Next clip.
I have never seen that before. So fill that.
Yeah, you put a little bit of pressure.
Oh, I see.
It works.
That's pretty legit.
That can's been used for a cool minute. You could tell, like, that's their tool.
That's a tool.
That's a tool. That's like, hey, tráete el carburetor cleaner. The vatos over there like, you want Pepsi or Coke? Right?
That's legit. I think that's cool. I like that. Yeah.
I told Juanito about that.
You tried about doing this?
But you know what scares me? Because I feel like he'll fill it all the way up. And at that point, it's like, this is the point.
It's just gonna spray everywhere. Yeah, you know, it does look like you have to keep like the quarter bottom.
Yeah, a little bit.
Just a little bit. Yeah,
but that's
and then you just gotta refill it. Yeah, that's cool. I like it. I'd say it's a hack. What do you think?
Yeah, it's a straight hack. Yeah.
RMS approved hack.
I'm sorry, I'm just saying. This is badass.
That's some fire-ass work, dude.
Mm-hmm. I mean, honestly, this is just like a new alternator.
Basically.
Yeah. Rebuild usually is like if you're replacing little parts, broke.
Like the diodes or something.
Yeah, and just the points and
You replace the whole wire.
Nothing this deep. This was giving you a new alternator. You're testing it right there. Don't get me wrong, his paint job's kind of but overall, that fool gave you a new alternator.
Oh, hell yeah, dude.
That's like, he rebuilt that like
from the
ground up. You save some of those coils. Like, you really don't go down there and just start cleaning that everything, because when you're getting an alternator, you're checking what's wrong with it. Mm-hmm. It could be a faulty cable, it could be the shaft's broken. Back in the day, you use the old parts from an older alternator, exchange them, see, okay, this one's getting current, just switch them out. 10, 20 minutes, you were done.
All right, would you keep on rocking this skill or leave it in the past?
Well, this was fucking badass. They better rock that skill.
I want to see this continued rocket into the future. I know this is like a specialty skill that shouldn't be lost.
No, hell yeah. Keep that going.
Oh, nice. My favorite square body.
It looks like your square body too, look at that.
Oh, I wish I could peel it like that. Damn.
Damn, that stick.
Yep.
Bondo should be used only just for a certain amount. The moisture that goes behind it, it starts cracking away at the Bondo. The body's moving around the whole time, vibration, all that shit, and then the Bondo starts cracking here, cracking there. Then moisture goes in there, and then look at that. That's rust.
Bondo was designed to eliminate waves from a panel, not become the panel. You can make it stronger. Like if you fiberglass and then you use a Bondo filler just to get rid of all the waviness of the panel, but it was never designed to become part of the panel. That's why everybody that plasters, it ends up cracking. I mean, it's a quick fix.
If they have access to lead, that's the gangster ass way to do it. Because back in the day, you used to drop some lead and then you'll have like a cheese grinder.
Yeah.
You'll be decking that bad boy like this, just looking at it sideways, finessing it, touching the curves, going with the grain. That's soft. And obviously people said like, oh, it's dangerous. And then back in the day, these fools would like have lead in their hands and smoking a cigarette. It's like lead, cigarettes, bad combination. So if a customer comes in with this rust bucket right here, and you see you go at it with a screwdriver, at one point you take off all the truck. More or less, what does this cost?
Yeah, I would say about $300 to replace that fender. Because it's an older truck now, there's a lot of remake parts. So you can literally replace the parts, have a better finish, and it would be more economic than trying to fix that. That will literally be coming back and back and back into a shop if they try to fix it.
Next clip.
We got a torque converter that's stuck. We've hooked it to another truck, and now we're gonna see what it'll do.
Some hot truck on truck action.
Yeah, some good old boys just having fun right
Hopefully
there.
the torque converter comes right out.
If it doesn't, the tranny breaks in half.
All right.
Hell yeah.
That worked. Like,
That was a big thumb.
I know. That's.
Damn.
I've got a complex now. I don't.
You see?
I feel like my thumb.
Your thumb is bigger than mine. What the You got a big thumb too.
Big thumb energy.
Back to the video
Well, would
at
you
hand.
call this a hack or would you call it whack?
No, I like it. I've actually done something similar like that. So this car got hit. It was a Ford Focus, the RS. It got smacked in the front. And he took it to like 3 shops and they couldn't take off the axle because it was like jammed in there. You know how that has that little ring?
Yeah.
So that little ring dropped in there.
Oh,
So they couldn't get it out of the axle. And then they were scared they were going to break it off, right? But nobody could do it. And I told him, you know what, it. So I made like what he did right there. I made a rig. I welded a nut in the axle so I could tighten it up and pull it this way. So you see, I told this fool, just to remove that axle, I told him, I think it was like $1,300.
you know what?
I told him $1,300. I told him because nobody wants to do it, and I'm gonna take a risk that I might break your tranny.
Right.
But you're taking the risk too. Are you down? And he said, run it. So when I did it, it's like, you know, when you're it's coming out, you're like, no. You're really heating it up, and you're like, it's gonna break the tranny, and then you feel it like the. You're like, hell yeah, I did that.
That's such a interesting like point because I always tell students like you want to make money, you better be able to do things that other people can't do.
Yeah.
And when you know that a bunch of other people have tried something and they can't get it done, and you either have the tools or you think you got an idea or something to get something done, you can charge whatever you want. And what are they going to do? You want it out or not? This is what it's going to cost.
Me personally, I think this is a straight hack.
I'm on board with that. You can't get it off. You got to get it off somehow.
We're gonna wash the truck today.
Uh-huh.
Washing the truck.
What's he putting on?
Alright.
That's really dirty right there. Put a little soap in there too.
Is that Don?
We'll get it taken care of. Okay, what
No.
y'all say? This is the best way to wash a truck. Turn the water on.
Uh-huh. Water's
What in
good.
the crazy redneck crap's going on here?
Dude, this guy has a beer in his
What in the
hands.
world?
No, he's not though, right? This is just, okay.
All right.
Oh my God, every detailer is dying inside right now. Oh, I don't even like paint and body, and this is hurting me. Stop. No.
Hopefully you did the wheel wells after.
It don't scratch the paint.
Uh-huh.
Y'all crazy.
Mm-hmm. It doesn't scratch it, but it sure swirls it. But it honestly looks like he doesn't give a damn about the paint. So here we are, just getting mud off. I guess that works. Dawn soap has a different acidic level, and it's definitely not helping that clear coat. You won't see it probably after the first or second wash, but sooner or later it's gonna get to it. So don't do that, that's a terrible idea. Also, car soap is not expensive from like Mother's or McGuire's or anything that's meant for cars.
Yeah.
Why are you doing this? Pepper, you help me out here. I can't.
It's really putting a fast spinning projectile near your car's paint. And like, yeah, sure, it's got that little buffer of like whatever to like buff it, like clean it, but like if any of that disc that's on there hits it, you know, it's gonna scratch the crap out of it.
Oh, it's so bad. This is also why you don't go through drive-through car washes. I'm guilty of it because it's easy, but they also leave spoil marks and aren't great for the paint at all. So if you've got a truck that you look like you want to drive through the swamp of Florida, go for it. I think this is a great way to get all that mud off.
I was like really concerned because he started going for the wheel well, and I was like, hopefully he did at least the wheel well after he did the body, because if not, he's getting all the dirt from the wheel well on the body as well.
I think so. Like washing a car is one of those things that it's so simple, or seems so simple, and relatively, but a lot of people do it wrong.
This guy sneers at the 2-bucket method.
Oh, this is so whack. Oh my God, this is like a -3. Don't do this.
It's a weed whacker.
Nice, Heber. Dude, if you've got a worse way to wash a car, drop a link in the comment below. I would love to see a worse way. So actually, you could use a Coke bottle and sand and blast it on there with a homemade air gun, which I saw somewhere once. So that'll get the dirt off too.
Yeah.
Next clip.
His shifter is just all flopping all over the
Floppy shifter. Nobody likes
We don't like a floppy shifter around these parts. You're
underneath the vehicle.
The vehicle.
I love this accent.
Individual. I love it too.
Lever.
Yeah.
And in the middle, shift linkage, shift cable.
It's he's using zip tie to hold the shift linkage
And all over.
to the cable.
Zip ties in to keep it in.
So you don't have a floppy shifter.
Start it up and drive it home. And
I like that.
yeah, another day.
I like that a lot.
Bill no longer has a floppy shifter.
His wife's gonna be really happy. Shout out to you, dude.
Yeah.
Shift linkages are usually connected with now modern cars will use a plastic. Because it's plastic and there's heat down there, it's gonna go bad at some point. So this really good hack to get you home and get you to buy the right part and install her, buddy.
He's not gonna buy the right part. He's gonna leave that.
Dude, who cares?
I think it's bad. Honestly, I would leave it.
He's bad ass, dude. He don't need no part.
Let's shift into that next clip.
Okay.
Okay.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Wow, look, he's even got like grommets in there too.
He has it nice.
That is
This
super
fool actually
nice.
did it nice.
That is super nice.
That's nice. That's sexy, actually.
Is that German?
What he's saying? I don't know. But that's what,
And he even has it as a.
Oh my God.
It's a key lock. Wow. Okay.
So they sell this?
No, he
made that. No, that looks really, really good.
He made that.
That's really, really
That's
good.
legit.
I mean, don't get me wrong, you can still get away with breaking that if you're trying to jack it.
It's gonna be a lot harder though.
For your regular Joe that has a master key and then just can open your door, or he knows how to slim the door, he opens it up quick, jumps in there, he thinks he's gonna pop the switch quick, turn it on, and then you get that.
Yeah, because he won't see it coming. It's so slick.
Yeah, because he'll be like, why is it not going
Why it's not
gear?
moving? And you're in a rush.
Yeah.
He's gonna be like, this thing, I'm out. Okay,
The whole
so I
thing is
bet that little shaft, that little notch there, I'm assuming the lock has got like a hook and it hooks around it or something like that.
Yeah, and just sits in.
And it just like comes around kind of like a bed cover lock.
And when he locks it, that's just pretty tight.
That's super sick.
I like it.
I love it. Yeah, legit hack, bro. That's like the coolest hack I've ever seen in my life. Let me get a next clip.
Let me get a next, what are you, freestyle? Let me get a next clip.
All right, guys, here's some old school tech for you. So it's an 07 Ranger. It has the old school 3.0 liter Vulcan engine in it. So this is a common issue that often gets misdiagnosed. So we have a coolant leak in the vehicle. You can kind of see it already. And you can see it's coming from up top there, and maybe it's a head gasket or cylinder head's cracked, whatever else. It's definitely not coming from the intake manifold. It's gotta be that. This right here is the front cover, and it's got a water pump attached to it. And the whole front cover is a water cross through to the actual block there. So check this out. Get a little air in there. And you can see it's actually a little stream. It comes out, a little pinhole stream, and shoots up at the head. Do it again. A little bit. That up. You see it? Now you can see that stream, can't you?
Is that an old technique though?
I mean, they kind of do the same thing,
right?
But it's like, it might not be an air compressor, but it's like pumping air or something through an orifice to basically get it to show where it's leaking from originally.
But an old style technique, I don't know.
All right, have you ever had a situation where you're like trying to diagnose this car and you're going down this rabbit hole where you think it's this one thing, but it completely ends up being something that blindsided you?
Yeah, I mean, you get that.
You get that a lot.
You get that a lot. Like, I had a situation with a Honda transmission. The guy switched out the trans, right? And he goes like, oh, it's a trans, bro. Like, he's like, yeah, this is the problem. And I was like, all right, cool. I thought it was a trans too, so I took it to a trans spot. He's like, I'm gonna charge you $1,500 to do the trans on a Honda Odyssey, the old school ones. And he goes like, it's your trans. I was like, all right, cool. So he switched out the trans and he's like, oh no, bro, it's still kicking. He's like, just switch out your mounts. Same thing, I switched out the mounts. And I was like, fool, like, what else am I gonna switch? He's like, oh, switch out your axles. Maybe the axles have that. I felt stupid going and asking him like, hey, fool, I just paid you for the trans. And then I go and I'm looking at him and I'm like, oh, it's the solenoids. These solenoids look old as f. I switch out one, and as soon as I switch that, smooth.
Dang.
Smooth.
All right, would you rock this so-called old school technique?
Blowing air?
Blowing air?
Wow. Definitely blow air on it, I guess. Keep that old school technique still alive, please.
Yeah, please. See that next clip.
The Wolverine went at it or what?
Yeah, snap.
No, this is the big rigs, the wheels, the lug nuts.
It would create a circle.
Oh yeah, that's true. That's true. It would create a circle.
It's either a truck with an off-road bumper that cuts into that. The door's gone, shot. I wouldn't cut a window because it still looks like it's a repairable panel. So you have to, based on knowledge, make the decision of what you can replace and what you can fix. There's a safety bar that goes across the door. If that safety bar has been hit, per repair standards, you have to replace it. You may think like, oh, I can fix this door, but if that intrusion beam is pushed in a couple inches, you need to replace it because it's a safety issue. When it becomes a safety issue, safety comes first.
So door's gone, quarter panel might be able to repair from this, what I see. True. And then that wheel right there obviously got touched. Suspension work might be needed. That rim, you could take it to a rim repair shop or have it repaired.
I know a good one. Yeah, at Miranda's.
More or less, what would this cost?
It needs a door. Probably the door's about $500. Probably about 5 hours repair on that dog leg. Just depending after an alignment, if it has suspension or not, I would say about $3,500.
Next clip.
You ain't redneck till you use a caulk gun to compress your brakes.
Caulking gun?
Oh yeah.
Hey, that's new.
I'm kind of surprised that that's another one like the screwdriver thing. Like I think that I'm just surprised I don't see more of it. Because every time I see, I always feel very self-conscious saying this caulking gun.
I say caulking gun. I don't know why. If it's not right, if it's not, I mean, well, you know.
Comfortable in your sexuality.
Yeah.
Using a caulking gun for this, I always think of like a brake caliper compressor. It just looks like the same tool.
That's actually pretty cool.
Yeah.
You see, people get creative when you don't have the equipment, and that's when you invent new
Some of the coolest stuff. Yeah, exactly.
What's the purpose of compressing a brake back? A caliper.
So when you're doing a brake job, you're replacing brake pads generally, right? Your brake caliper has a large round piston inside of it, inside of a cylinder that is your brake caliper. When you press on the brakes, you are pretty much building up hydraulic pressure in a hydraulic system. That fluid is gonna push that piston out and apply your brake pads against the rotor. When you let go, there's a square cut seal that's gonna pull it back just a little bit, but every single time that happens, your brake pads gonna wear out and that piston has to come out further and further and further. Then when it's time to come put new brake pads in, now I've got to push that piston back in to accommodate the space for the nice thick brake pads that we want to put in. But on the front caliper specifically, a lot of heat gets built up in there. And so that fluid in the caliper just kind of hangs out in there. It gets nice and dirty. So when you press that caliper piston back in, it shoots all the dirty fluid back up and it could affect the longevity of your master cylinder. I like to pop the bleeder open, press the caliper back in, pop that bleeder back closed so it spits out all the nasty fluid. And then that way when I'm done with the brake job, I'll put in a little new fluid and, you know, the brake system, it stays nice and healthy.
So, you think this is a hack or is it whack?
I think this is totally a hack.
Hell yeah.
I like it.
Best way to get drop links off.
He said, no, no, no.
No, no, no. That's going to the right. Yup. Yeah, well, that's not the proper way. So, I mean, he's hitting this on the drop link, which is essentially a link that drops down low enough so that it can hold the sway bar just in the right place. Sometimes the way some suspensions are just configured, they just don't have the ability to have a link that's straight onto the arm itself. And usually if it's straight on the arm, it would bind on it. So there's always some sort of link. This one is quite long.
Mine's kind of that long.
Nice. You know, there's a lot of different methods and ways. There's tools for that. There's also, you could just unscrew it a little bit and then, you know, bring the nut, keep the nut on there, bring it up all the way to cover the threads and hit it with a mallet. A lot of times that'll help bring it out and it won't damage the threads usually if you want to reuse said end link.
He's got it. He's locked in, dude.
All right, well, it's righty-tighty until it's righty-loosey.
Okay, so is this hack or whack?
It's a process. That's all I got.
All right, so our first major problem is radiator stopped charging. We've got another alternator, but it's the wrong connector.
Son of a biscuit.
Gonna make
Custom.
rotate that together. Hopefully it works. Okay, so someone else spliced a new end on this, so we've got that adapter to that plug.
Ew. Oh my.
So we're
It may not look pretty, but if it works, it works. I'm hoping they are going to at least tape the crimps though that they had. It's all bare. I'm assuming y'all didn't. If it worked, nothing shorted out, no fuses were popped in the making of this film.
That has happened to me before where I buy a part and the connector is not matching the connector that I have on my harness. And I have thought about doing that.
Oh, totally. Yeah, no, I definitely.
I just haven't because I'm not a hooligan and I decided to be responsible and buy the right part. But
yeah, I've done stuff where like, okay, it's the wrong connector and there might be enough to where like I actually can just cut something off or unbolt the other one and then redo the terminal so it looks
oh my god, you
nice and clean. But it's an alternator, it's just connected on. You can't do that. But it is funny then that it looks like that repair was already done like that. They had already made an adapter and then they got another adapter to. If it works, it works.
It'll be fine. Listen, it'll be okay. It's fine, guys.
It's fine. It's fine. We're fine.
It's not that deep. Nothing in life is that deep, trust me.
It's not.
It's bigger than you.
We're all just little animals.
We are.
On a star.
Our lives are so insignificant. Time was a man-made concept. And money is also a man-made. It's not even real. It's not. No. We all chose to follow these rules, but no, money is not actually valuable. It's not worth anything. Actually, let me tell you guys something.
Next clip.
What? No
yeah,
way.
I seen this. Cool.
Alright. So it does have it. It's spinny and it's out of wax, so let's try. Okay, let's try it.
Okay. Yes.
What? No way. It actually works.
That's
It's like a little imp.
That's gonna come in super handy.
That's pretty sick. I like it.
I like it. I like it.
Yeah, so with an impact gun, you get like a hammering action, and when you're taking that wrench and you're hammering it down, the pulley wants to spin, so there's already a natural spinning action that's happening on the nut, but the wrench is holding in place because it's a wrench. So that's legit. That's super legit. It's very much like a very low speed impact.
Very intellectual explanation.
You like that?
Oh,
I kept it
like
shorter
that.
than my usual.
Wow.
If you want, we could go in depth on the difference between just
No, we
regular
don't. No, we
pneumatic
don't. We don't need to.
No?
We don't need all that. We agree it's a hack, right? It's a good hack. It's a good hack.
It's a good hack. It's a good hack. I mean, if not, you'd have to have something to hold the pulley in place, and one of the little belt tools like we were talking about for the oil filter or something else. Like, it's just always a pain in the ass.
Just call the homie over.
Just call the homie over.
What do you think? And that fool knows, he's like, you just call me over because
It's moral support.
you just want me to be next to you.
That's what it is. That's what it is.
Then the
You
boss
just
shows up and we're both having a conversation about how we're gonna take off this boat. And the boss is like, what the f you guys doing?
But
Like,
you just feel better
we're
about it because you
yeah.
got somebody with you.
I called over this guy so he could back me up. So is this a hack or is it whack?
It's a hack.
It's a hack?
Legit,
Okay,
legit
it's a good
hack.
hack.
Hell yeah. I like it.
No more explanation needed.
That's what those boomers got. That lead gas.
Hell yeah.
Thing look clean though.
Hell yeah. That's
Be honest. Ain't it clean though? Ain't it clean? Yeah.
That's the way to do it. Everybody started complaining about f***ing killing you and
being poisonous to you,
being
messing up your
poisonous to
brain
you.
cells.
I mean, don't get me wrong, it probably is, but you gotta see these old cats, bro. Like what? Beer on the side, stogie on the fingers, sanding, the beer is open, nobody gives a flying f. He's over here like, sass. All that lead is landing in the beer.
Beer.
And then the cigarette is getting lead too, because he's over there like, sass. And then he's like, "F- that's like straight as f-." And then that fool dies after so many years, but I mean, guess who he taught? The next generation. So now it feels natural to have the beer right there and the cigarette in your hand while you're decking that motherfucker. And then if you're not inhaling that shit, it's not cool.
Do you remember when they stopped using lead? When they were like, you gotta get rid of that right now.
I think it was like 10 years ago when they started saying no more lead. Maybe I could be wrong, but I remember they said no more lead for balancing wheels. And I was like, what? I need that shit. I needs the lead, you know, like I needs that. So then you have to start getting really good at your weights because you can't just say, you know what, that was off, so let's just take it off. And I used to not preserve the lead, but I started preserving it even more. When I had buckets full, I'll melt that and put my hammer in there, like a piece of metal, and it'll be like, bam. And I'll be like Thor's hammer.
Should we bring lead back or leave it in the past?
Bring that back. Bring it back. Next clip.
What is that? Is that?
What are they doing?
Is that lead? Oh yeah. Look at that little piece right there.
Okay, now.
That's solid. On a Suzuki?
That's a bike. That's a tank for a bike.
It's so cool.
It is. It's art. Who said that?
That's a lot of f***ing lead though.
It's because it's a fuel tank for a bike.
Yeah, you can pop that up, you know. You can pop it up and put a little baby lead.
It just depends if it has a big gash. Probably that's why they're using so much.
Wait. Ah, there you go. There you go. That was a pro. See, that's your first PDR right there. Well, paintless dent remover. No, it's not because then the paint's gonna be burned. But more or less. That's what you got. They got the idea from.
Yeah.
You know, they got the idea. I remember when they started with the PDR, and you would put the hot glue, the paint would come off with it. And you're like, well, that didn't work the way I thought it was gonna work, you know?
That's why it's always good to let the customer know that if you rip off the paint, it's not gonna be covered.
It's trial and error, you know?
Of course. It only happens once.
It's trial and error. Like, you gotta put all these disclosures on the customer.
I know.
Let me sure, like, we're gonna try to fix it. But if your paint falls off, Like when you do fender rolls and the paint's already cracked, you gotta tell the customer, this paint's gonna chip off more. Even though you heat it up, the proper way is to heat up a fender and then you start rolling it. Because once it's cold, the paint picks up, it cracks. So when you heat it up, it flexes, it goes with it, right?
Yeah.
I've not told the customer, and I'm over here rolling the fender, or they don't tell me that it has Bondo, and guess what? Whole piece flops off. And then the customer's looking at me like, and I'm looking at the customer like, who's gonna say like, it's cool, or I'm paying for it? You know? We're both looking at each other like this. And then at one point we were just staring dead at each other, like almost like face to face, and he's like, so happens. I'm like, yeah, you know, it's like, it's these old cars, bro. Like, so, but that's cool, that's cool. I like the lead work.
They packed it. They're like,
so we never
this ain't going anywhere.
We never done this, so there's no way I could give you a price. But if I would price that out, I'll be like, probably like $600.
You kind of beat me. I would say $550. You're trying to be so expensive.
$575. We have a thing that Rudy, when we tell Rudy, come outside and give a customer a price, right? So Rudy wears these glasses, his glasses. Sometimes his prices are kind of crazy. So we have to be like, hey, Rudy, like, you know, there's a point where like the car comes in and it's a Camry, right? And the guy goes like, hey, I want to paint this Camry. Don't get me wrong, his expectations of a badass paint job are like up there, right? So you can't tell the customer, hey, this is gonna be AGs, because he's gonna look at you like, this is a $1,000 Camry. You wanna drop AGs? Like, you know, so we tell Rudy, take off your glasses and give him the price without the glasses, you know? And he goes like, oh yeah, that's gonna be like $1,500 or $1,000. Oh, no, okay. Now put your glasses back on, and Rudy sees the car all crumbled up and almost disassembled, and he's like, that's an $8,000 job.
We call it the Superman effect.
So, Clark Kent, do us a favor on this one, put your glasses back on.
So we're getting ready to put the intake manifold on the old work truck, and I broke my hood prop. So we come over here, and if it looks stupid and it works, like this pipe cutter here, it ain't stupid. Stay dirty.
That is pretty dirty.
That's my move.
I can't even do that. Well, is this a hack? I mean, in reality, I mean, it's cool. Don't get me wrong, bro. Whatever you got right next to you to make it work.
I guess you're gonna have to replace them anyways.
Yeah,
so.
you're gonna cut them off. But I mean, use some pliers. Or
I would probably,
the broomstick. The broomstick's always there, a solid tool.
100%.
The broomstick is like the homie. You use it to beat up anybody.
Jack handles.
You could holding stick. At one point, it's your friend.
It's your friend. You could hike with it.
You talk with it. The stick is right there. Like, dig, I swear you could tell it your whole life, and the stick's gonna be like,
I'm not gonna tell anybody your secrets.
I'm solid as wood. I got you.
If you don't have a broomstick,
then I guess
I suppose
it's a hack. It's a hack.
Trying to pry something in an engine bay, but you don't have enough room, and it's at a very bad angle, and you can't get into a good position to pry. There's a cool trick you can do. Get a pry bar wrench adapter, put it onto your ratchet.
That's a thing.
And now you have adjustable pry bar that you can put at whatever angle works best. There you go.
Oh wow! You know what?
I mean, that's just a tool. That's not a hack. He didn't do anything except for go to your local parts store and get a tool. So the only way this is different from like an adjustable pry bar is like this is on a ratcheting head.
Yeah.
So you could get like kind of a more in-depth angle. Also, I mean, when you have these little adapter type tools, they don't take as much room in your box. So these little ones that use other tools and it take up less room are actually pretty sweet.
Yeah, it's really dope. And then, like as you said, it has a 360-degree angle head, and so you could like get some wicked angles on that thing, dude.
So if I was to grade this, I would say it's an actual tool. So hack to whack, it's a whack thing to say that it's a hack because you're just using a tool. So whack.
Whack.
Hey, all right. It's using a chunk of garden hose as like a coolant.
Coolant hoses are made specifically to handle the temperature and stuff and the
yeah. The garden hose. You're right. Then that's a good point. The garden hose may not be able to handle the heat, at least for very
long term.
Yeah, it might get you home.
Yeah, it definitely gets you home. Maybe get you home and back a few times.
You don't want to leave. Don't.
But that's probably gonna disintegrate
or burst or the seams start. Yeah, the heat's definitely because it's heat and pressure, right? heat and pressure. The garden hose could probably handle the pressure, but you're right, that heat's probably going to be more than what that garden hose is.
I mean, yeah, he made it home. It's a good day. Where the hose at? Let me see if I can find them in the next clip.
I learned this trick on Instagram.
It's gotta be legit then.
You know it's right.
Oh, is that for like getting into doors when they put it in between the window? That's pretty sick. I like that.
Stop it. You know you had popped it already.
I did look like it came up a little too easy.
Stop it.
Oh man, yeah. No, I mean it did look like it came off kind of easy, which is good. But I like it. I like that idea. I think sometimes different panels are going to require different tools. So you do it.
No, you go. Let's go together.
But
the thing is that what we're saying
so some door
is
panels,
they have screws.
They have different types of
and
clips.
then when you pop it, you might...
Like, I mean, there different door panels from different manufacturers might have different style clips, but most the time, as long as you make sure on the exterior that there's not any screw heads, it's gonna pop out. Now, some door panels need to pop out and then pop up. Some need to pop up and then pop out. So I would say to anybody that is worried about breaking anything, don't try to just like manhandle stuff right off the bat. Try to pop out as much as you can and try to see if you can see how it pops out before you just yank it. Now, sometimes if you see it's just a clip that needs to come out, sometimes you just gotta pop out.
How many times did you say pop out, pop?
I think it's definitely a hack. What do you think?
Beginner's hack.
The beginner's hack. I mean, I think it's cool. I like it.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah. Next clip.
So if you're trying to start an older car and you need two people, you're trying to, spray starter fluid or mess with the distributor, but you can't crank the car at the same time, you're alone, you don't have another person, what you can do is get a wire, and then what you're going to do is disconnect this. This is a starting wire, so I disconnected this wire lead that leads from here to the rest of the harness. So I disconnected it, got one wire here, and then all you're going to do is connect it. And now we got the car to crank.
Yeah, I've seen that screwdriver trick before. I've seen that it was like a really common thing for people to steal cars with. They would like use a screwdriver to just turn somebody's car on, like with the distributor and everything.
That old school trick, sometimes you could do it with the screwdriver on the side. Yeah, you could run a cable to the starter or like that. You don't have no friends and yeah. Sorry, but if you have friends, you never have that problem.
You also got to make sure you got like ignition on when you're doing that.
Make sure it's a neutral.
That too.
It'll be cool when it turns on, but I mean, it's going. It's going. These old Chevys turn on, in drive, in reverse, in whatever gear. Like, I mean, is that an old school technique? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's an old school technique. Why? Because, I mean, you can't do that to new cars.
No, new cars don't really have that accessibility.
No. Would you keep that technique around, or would you?
A lot of project cars out here, a lot of old Civics, a lot of old Toyotas.
That don't start.
They have problems.
Yeah.
Go crank that thing.
Why me crank it? Why me roll?
So on this next clip, this guy's trying to do some body work for the first time. So we're gonna judge, criticize his see if he's getting down or he's wrong. Okay, he's grinding it. Rust. But what? Nice.
Nice. Look at that body line.
What body line?
Where it's supposed to round off.
Oh, come on.
Look at that.
Oh, shit. That fool went in deep. Wait. The picture on top is the finished product?
Yeah.
Did he Photoshop that shit? It looks better.
Yeah, it does.
You would get me on that. I would pull up to your shop and be like, fix my shit. For a first timer, he did pretty good.
He probably wasted more material than what it would cost him to get a fender.
That's actually true. Sometimes like, you're trying to repair something and it costs more.
It costs more than just going ahead and replacing it.
You could have bought the fender for like
$89.
Like at the junkyard for like $60 for giving it a shot. Not bad.
What advice would you give this guy?
They have blocks that flex now, so you could grab it and give it that curve, because right there you're just going straight and you feel like you're doing a good job, but you're leaving a slope or you're leaving like a lump. So usually if you get something, curve it or curve a piece of wood, and then that's how you do it. And don't use a lot of Bondo. If you want to practice, get another piece of fender that's almost the same thickness and grab it, cut a piece off of it, tack it in there slowly, and then when you do the body work, it'll flow a lot better than just
Bondo and cake, you know? Next clip.
That hair.
Slight belt squeeze.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's picking it up on camera. Bring it in a little bit.
Throw the camera in there.
We get
We got a regular crayon.
just a regular crayon.
Squeak, squeak. See what side it's coming from. This side. This side of the belt right here. First I did the back side, the groove. Then I did this side. And stop squeaking.
Once you just change the belt and then you don't have to do nothing.
That costs money, sir.
Oh, I'm
I don't know
sorry.
about the backside. I don't know about that backside. We don't want to slim. We don't want it to slide off the little idler.
Nice.
We use wax all the time for that type of stuff, right? Like I've seen people use deodorant. You just don't want to use anything like super slippery. I don't like how he's putting on the backside of the belt, though. I don't know about
sketchy.
that. I don't like that. When you get a belt squeak, it's essentially the belt is likely, if it is the belt's likely doing I think of it like a burnout, right, on one of the pulleys, and it's slipping, so it's not gripping as good as it should. So you put something on there that's going to cause it to grip, and wax or a waxy type material could do that. Belt dressing, but people think they want something slippery, and that's not necessarily the case. That is the most awkward silence we've had in a very long time.
I'm sorry.
What the?
Because it just stopped and Sandra just looked.
Usually I'll stop talking and you'll fill in for something, but
I'm sorry because I thought you were gonna keep going. I thought you were sometimes you go on and on and on. I'm sorry, guys. It's because sometimes she likes to go all the way 100. So
time I tried to make it short and concise just for you.
She took a deep breath. I'm like, here we go. We're going in deep, boys. So, is this a hack or is it whack? What do you think?
I'm scared. I think that a nice waxy crayon to get rid of a belt squeal is absolutely a hack. What do you think?
Hack. Yeah, my bad.
That's
Guys, you got these rotor screws. They're really hard to get out. And you don't want to strip them. Take your hammer.
Don't use your...
Beat the side of the rotor. Oh, you got.
Yeah.
What that's doing, knocking the rust loose in there, getting it freed up. So when you get your screwdriver, look at that.
No.
Rust belt mechanics hate this one trick.
No need to fear. J.I. is here.
Thanks, guy. There's no way that he hit it and then all of a sudden just basically used the force of one hand to still take it off. First of all, that means the bolt was loose almost the whole time. No. This is kind of upsetting. He was prying on this bolt, and then he finally screwed it back in. He's like, okay, now I'm just gonna tap it with this hammer. Oh wow, look, it just came right out. Isn't that crazy? No, the concept, yes, is there. It's true. Metal on metal, the rust will kind of weld itself together, glue itself together, so to speak. And yes, it'll break it free, but it would not just be 2 or 3 taps and then you just kind of twist it off nonchalantly. You liar! I would go with a blowtorch. My favorite tool.
I was gonna say that. You can do a blowtorch.
Is fire, because metal, expands and contracts with heat and coldness. So you just hit it with a blowtorch for a while and then even throw some water at it and then it'll expand and contract quickly and then it'll help break that rust. It essentially will do the same thing. You get to play with fire. But yeah, I'm not saying this doesn't work. I just don't like his presentation.
How should we save ourselves?
How?
I say we can just drive forward. Come and see. The rear shock absorbers completely stop on the road steps. The rear wheels are completely suspended. Today, I will teach you a trick to fix it easy. All we have to do is open the trunk, this tire wrench, and put it on the rear wheel bolt. Then lift it up hard, and the car can get out of trouble.
What the hell?
Okay, let me break this down. Unless if you're an absolute unit of a person, sorry, buddy, I just don't see you picking up a car.
I think the person inside just stepped on the gas and he pretended to push it.
I think you could just step on the gas and get yourself out of this predicament.
This is a Volkswagen.
That's what I think.
This is a front wheel drive car that's on the rear wheel. We don't need the rear shock absorber. I don't know. I think you could have pulled yourself out.
This is one of those dumb ass farmed videos. It's called farm because it's like it's a bunch of these people that just chug out these dumb ass videos, and this is one of them.
Have you learned it? Follow me to the homepage to learn more car knowledge.
Guys, at this point, why are you watching us? Go watch this guy. I mean, look at him.
More car knowledge.
More car knowledge, more car go fast vroom, more goodness for you.
All right, I think I'm calling bullshit. This front wheel drive, I think this is just a gimmicky video. Let's move on to the next clip.
Are you serious? Are you serious? My uncle made this video.
Ooh, look at this. This is like pulling out your first tooth.
What the?
I mean,
What?
is it just so he didn't drop it?
Run that back. Run that
Maybe
back.
this is just a principle thing. Like maybe like I can see an added benefit to like, okay.
So he did loosen it up, right?
Yeah, he did loosen it up. I'm thinking
Just so it wouldn't fall in?
just show it. I think for him, maybe it wouldn't fall in, but like, let's say you're in a tight spot and you broke it loose, but having to go back and forth with the ratchet, you don't have a lot of space. I could see where this could be handy. For this bolt, I think it's unnecessary. I mean, for as far as dropping the bolt, you just do the old, you know,
Don't get mad.
switcheroo.
Though. Calm down. Don't get mad.
I mean,
I'm wasting your time.
This is bullshit. When I take out a drain bolt, I loosen it while I'm pressing it in, and I can feel like you feel when it's all the way loose, and then I just, you know, the old switcheroo.
Do that again. How is it? Try that, guys. When you guys are taking off your oil plugs, go like this.
You know, I'm sure there's like 5 years from now, I'm gonna be in a situation, be like, oh, I remember that one hack video where we tied some dental floss around.
I say hack. I don't know.
I'll take,
her emotions are gone right now.
It's a hack. Okay, I'll take it. It's a hack. I like it.
Oh, I think I've seen one of these rooms before.
That's scary. Well, the good thing is just taking it off.
The inner tube.
Yeah, switching it out. Or hug the out of that. Patching it. Put back the inner tube. Slide that llanta in there. Now the fun part right here.
It's technically a two-piece, bro.
Have you ever done this?
No, hell no, dude. I ain't done this.
Ah, come on.
I would love. This looks pretty cool. I ain't gonna lie. This looks pretty cool. I would love to do this.
If you guys want me to bring Hebert one of those wheels so he could do it because he says it's really cool, put in the comments.
Bro. I'm not familiar with this wheel. I've seen it before in like a video kind of similar to this, but I'm not familiar with this wheel. What wheels are these? What are they used for mainly?
These are for like big rigs. These are ring wheels. So that little lip, that little baby ass lip that's holding onto that ring is corroded and 80 psi. Where do you think that ring is gonna go? Straight at you. See, you think it's cool? I like it too, but that takes balls to do.
Oh hell yeah.
Those things are notorious for f***ing people up.
No.
Well, it happened to me, but there was a story that one guy told me. He's like, so that they're putting on the ring, right? And then the guy was so confident. When you're putting air on those, you gotta make sure that you're not standing over it, around it like that. So this guy said the ring popped up, boom, came off, but that fool's neck was like right there. Whoa. Those are dangerous. Those things are dangerous. That's an old technique that honestly, I think you don't have to ask me. I think that just stay in the past. Right, yeah. That just stay in the past and not come in the present. But if you want to do it though.
No, not anymore, dude.
But if you guys want to see him do that fucking wheel, I'll bring him one so he can do it. So you can see how fun it is. How, oh, I want to do it.
That wasn't supposed to happen.
He broke his the PDR tool, right?
He's working on a rear body. That's a structural piece. That has 3 sheets of metal behind it. He's gonna break it.
It's not gonna flex.
It's not gonna flex. It's kind of like fighting the Hulk.
Yeah, Iron Man f***s him up once in a while, you know?
Yeah, but
will f*** him up too.
And sometimes they lose. That's just the way it is, as we can see.
It depends what universe you're in, you know? MCU, baby. Yes, what you're saying, there's some points where it's really difficult to move, but these glues have gotten better throughout the years. There's like for something more solid, something more softer, so forth and so on, right?
Kind of like basic Sandro, super size Sandro,
yeah.
extreme,
and Supreme.
And Supreme.
There you go,
Okay,
Supreme Sandro.
got it.
I would want to see him finish that. And if anybody in the comment leaves it, that he did it right, I mean, lay it on there. Because he doesn't believe it. I kind of do believe it because I believe in everything. Next clip.
And let's say...
Oh, Scotty.
Oh, Scotty.
My radiator hose, once it cools down, you can do a temporary fix with this stuff. It's extremely strong. And if you're extremely cheap like me...
So what about flex tape? I feel like flex tape would be better.
You can tape it on. I've seen people
I agree.
leave those on for years.
I don't know if you should do
For
it
the
for
intakes?
years, but yeah, duct tape. You got like a crack or something. It's one of those emergency items that I feel like I have in every single one of my cars.
Duct
Is
tape?
a roll of duct tape and a roll of toilet paper.
Huh?
You gotta have both.
So
You never know what situation you're gonna get into. Duct tape on the intake ducting.
I've seen that a lot.
If you want, we can go into false air leaks, but
Yeah, I mean, you want to go in detail? By all means. Run it. We're all ready.
I will say I have seen people leave duct tape on intake piping for way too long. That's probably going to be a number one thing for me.
You're reading the mass airflow sensors reading wrong because of that. You get a lot
That's
of
a
check engine
problem
lights
right
because
there.
of that.
Well, they're getting like a lean code,
Yeah.
right? It's O2 sensor lean. So like, oh, I replaced the O2 sensor, but it still got
Yeah.
the code and I don't understand.
Yeah.
Please, the O2 sensor is usually just saying something that the computer doesn't like.
Exactly.
And what Sandra's talking about here is either going to be a vacuum leak or a false air leak. In either case, you have air entering the engine that is not monitored by the computer. So it doesn't know to add more fuel because more air has entered in. The duct tape does help with that, but over time, that duct tape is going to degrade and you're going to end up with that again. I'm going to call it a heck.
Me too.
Short-term hack.
Clean oil change.
Oh, yeah.
This is, engineers do this on purpose. They're like, where should we put a certain drain to really mess with people?
Right on the exhaust.
On the exhaust, or maybe all over the suspension. Hell yeah, dude. Yeah. Good for you. You know?
Dude, you know, he brought everybody in the shop to go look at
Oh, everyone. He was like, hey, come here, check this out.
You hear him in the background too, talking shit about engineers.
Oh, really?
Listen,
That's pretty funny. We all have the same response, which is hilarious. Mechanics hate engineers, and engineers hate mechanics, and together we try to not coexist very well.
Yes.
No, this is great. I mean, that solves a solid problem. A lot of times the oil drain plugs will be somewhere that's like, there's a line in front of it, or it's super high, and then they just squirt it all over the suspension parts or the exhaust.
Oh yeah,
which is crazy. Outside of the bolts also, oil filters always leak everywhere. And I don't know why they do that, especially in like Hondas, like the older like B series. The oil filter is like in the back of the motor and right above the headers. And if you still have a catalytic converter, which is fun, you'll unscrew it and it just dumps all over it. And then you have to let it burn. And yeah, there's kind of some ways you try to catch it, but for the most part, it's very upsetting. This is a solid hack.
Yeah, this is dope. This is great. You're using something you have in the shop that you're probably gonna throw away.
Yeah.
And just making it a tool.
I like this. This is satisfying.
Ingenuity, pass it on.
Okay, we got some broken wires. It looks like a butt connector connection that, whoa, okay. You put new butt connectors.
Okay, cool. You're shrinking it, rightfully so, with heat, like it's intended, but you're using a torch. Where's the hack? I'm sure everybody and their mamas knows this.
He repaired it, and he repaired it on the roadside.
Okay, listen, here's my issue. How many people just randomly carry butt connectors in their cars?
First off, I don't use butt connectors. Okay, so we'll start off with that. But I'd be lying. But I'd be lying if I said I didn't have maybe some parallel splices or some different types of terminations like spades, male and female, in my glove compartment. As
Angelina,
well. Just in case, you never know. I also have toilet
Angelina's
paper
not
in there
an accurate
too.
representation of the mass people.
But you know what's also interesting? But you guys like that?
Yes.
Not only did he have to have spare butt connectors and a torch, he had to have some crimps to crimp them. Maybe he used pliers.
That's true.
Maybe
Actually,
he used pliers.
debunking this roadside repair, screw you, guy. Not the average person doesn't have this. This dude's a poser. I bet you this dude did this in his driveway. Don't give me those thumbs up. Next video.
Our sponsors, Dogs Club. Bud Light presents.
All these fools are drunk. Everybody's drunk in this shit.
Hold my beer.
Today we salute you, Mr. Underpaid.
Oh my God, look at the jack handle.
It's so up.
Woo! Oh my
They
God.
use that mother so much. Look at that.
Wait, hold on. Was it previously bent already? Oh, it was bent already. I thought he just did it right now. I was like, wow, that dude's strong. No, they do this. They use that jack handle just for this.
Yeah. That's a decent hack.
I think that's legit.
Anything to make your life easier.
Whatever works,
Whatever
man.
works.
Whatever works. I like it. Real
You can use
genius.
Yeah, you can use a homie's peg leg, whatever you want, as long as it works.
Quick, how do you normally break these free? Or properly?
Properly? I don't think there's a proper way to do it.
There is.
Is there?
A ball joint puller.
Oh yeah, but I mean, usually for me, it's usually the
That
hammer.
bullshit. Nobody uses those.
Slap.
It's
like
if
some
you
manly
didn't like it is.
Give me the hammer.
I feel like my testosterone goes up every time I do it. I feel good about myself. But like
Your beard grows a little bit deeper.
my beard grows a little thicker.
Yeah, you look good.
My voice gets a little deeper.
Pass me the hammer.
The Angelo comes out. But if you look in like the factory service information, they'll show like use specialty service tool, and it's a ball joint puller to pull it out, which is like the proper way. But everybody hammers it. But they seen a lot of people that will do it wrong though, and I feel like they'll hammer the wrong components, you know? So they'll hammer like the control arm, right? So that when you're doing this, you need to remember that the reason that ball joint is hard to get out is there's a tapered fit, right? So there's usually something that goes through, and here we can see there's a clip or a bolt that's gonna hold that in. You remove that, but there's still a tapered fit that it wants to stay put, and it's gonna be hard to pull it out unless you got some force. So what Sandro's talking about with hammering, you take a big hammer and you will hammer that tapered fit, but the problem is everybody will always hammer right here on the control arm. That's the ball joint, that's not the tapered fit. You want to hammer the part on the knuckle where the tapered fit is to try to jar it loose so it'll drop the control arm. That'd be the proper way. And sometimes if you're dealing with something you don't want to damage, a brass hammer is necessary, but you really don't want to use a brass hammer either because you don't get the oomph that you do with the sledgehammer.
I hate Juanito. Watch this. Be careful with your boys. So the wheel was seized on there because rust, right? So it was seized on there. I told him, hit the tire, Juanito. So the tire is huge. But like there was no way for him to miss. He misses the tire.
Oh no.
It hits me dead in the knee. Dead in the knee. And he looks at me and he almost kind of said like, you were in the way of the How did you miss this giant wheel?
Did you ever think that it could have been on purpose?
Yeah, that's what I was the whole time I was like, I'm gonna tap this fool back. I'm gonna tap this fool back. But I sort of got like, so you be careful. Yeah, when you're playing around with hammers like that, be careful, especially around Juanito. Kind of emotional right there, but is this a hack though?
You know, I definitely think it's a hack.
I'm
yeah, whatever gets it out, man.
Fuck up your homie's knees.
Do it.
Hack.
YOLO.
Next clip.
Sometimes, old school repairs are less about getting things done the right way and more about saving time, like in this next clip. Let's check it out. Be doing that too.
Yeah. Okay.
Ooh, we cleaned it though.
It's a little crusty.
Please tighten it all the way.
You tighten it up first to break the rust.
Oh.
Oh yeah, the beater.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Oh yeah, the beater.
Yeah.
That takes out all your stress. That's a dope technique. So you saw when he bolted down.
Yeah, yeah.
He. Well, I mean, normally you throw fire on it. A little bit of fire, but I guess he threw that little PB blaster or whatever. Like you tighten it up a little bit, just a little bit, like a smidge. And then you go out backwards, and then you bring out the beater. This is the old school technique. Well, I mean, I still use it, but modernized. Is there new tools to do this?
Well, there's it's like a fork, but it now has another piece on top that basically pushes out the bolt on top of it, and it has a like screw-in thread, like bolt that goes through it. That basically you tighten it up and it applies pressure to the bolt, so it pops it out of the hole.
That one saves the bushing.
Yeah, it saves the bushing. And if you do it correctly, like you put a nut on top, it'll also save the bolt itself, so it won't damage the tie rod or the threads, yeah. All right, I know you still rock with this old school stuff. Would you do the new school? Would you use the new tools, everything like that? Or you feel like you should keep rocking this?
No, we keep that still, you know, mad when you're trying to release some stress. But yeah, you use the new tools too. 50-50.
50-50.
Yeah.
This rear quarter panel is severely dented in. In order for us to fix it properly, we need to hit it from behind. We need to remove the wheel and the wheel liner.
Does that remind you of something from yesterday?
Don't stop.
I don't even need to remove this fender liner to properly get behind this body panel. Yeah. You can get this hammer and dolly set that comes with a bunch of these for about 50 bucks at Harbor Freight. And essentially what it is a hammer and a dolly. So as you can see here, this is a flat surface. We're gonna put this on the surface of the car, and then we're gonna go from behind and hit it flat. As we hit this from the inside, I'm going to pinch where that area is bent and hopefully straighten up the middle. Yeah, hit me, Daddy. Hit me. If we hit the metal too far this way, all we have to do on the other surface is hit it nice and flat back.
I wonder if he works at Miranda's too.
Lightning.
I like that guy.
Beating on the metal from behind for a long time, we have finally arrived where this card fits flat against our sheet metal.
That is so funny because you know you lose your mind when you're over there working by yourself. You talk.
I know.
You talk to this card.
Yeah.
That panel becomes your friend at one point. You're over there hitting and you're like, just work with me, please. And then at one point you even hear the panel go like, nah, that.
I'm not loosening up.
I'm not loosening it up. No. Would you blend or would you paint the whole thing?
Are you asking me with glasses or without glasses?
Ooh, that's a real good question. You know what? Just entertain people with and without glasses. I want to see what you would estimate the customer.
With glasses, I would blend it because it is close to the door. Without glasses, it's black. You can sometimes get away with a solid black color. Same thing with white.
Price-wise, Superman and Clark Kent.
Clark Kent would have to be probably about $1,500.
Superman?
$200.
Yeah, he's lowballing today. Sure, next clip.
Simple mechanic trick. Okay. Oh yeah, I've seen this. You do it with the rag too. I don't know what a paper towel's gonna do, but
it does it.
Oh, I see. It's not even stripped. It's just there we go, to hold it in place. Okay, yeah.
That's not bad.
In that case, paper towel is perfect because it just
it could dissolve in there.
fluffs away.
Yeah, fall apart.
I like it.
Or can you explain how they make paper and why it would dissolve there?
How they make paper.
So the last time that I visited a paper factory.
So I'm just like, I worked in a paper mill.
I actually used to make
For those that don't know, I've actually worked in a paper company.
I actually used to make paper.
The Charmin company employed me. I saw those bears.
I saw those bears. It's not what you think.
Those will put you to work. So, hack or whack?
I'm going to call it a hack.
Okay.
What do you think?
Whatever you want.
If you like it, I love it.
This is another nice little hack if guys don't know. Take the new part you're doing, in this case a water pump, and put the bolts in the holes of the new water pump that you're taking out. And as you can see here, these bolts are all different sizes. This is the reason I do this, because if you slam one of these into the wrong hole, she's gonna scream at you. You can use this little trick on almost every single car part there is. And once you get both parts out, you can transfer the bolts back to your old one and use it as reference when you're installing your new part. It'll save you time. You'll know where all the bolts go, and you won't accidentally mix up the bolts in the wrong hole. Something so little, but yet so effective.
I like the background music.
Yeah.
Really uplifting.
It's very like spiritual advice.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, it's a good idea. It's pretty simple in the thought process. A lot of times people just zap the bolts off and put them off to the side. I'm big on doing this. This seems super normal to me for the most part, because I don't want to lose it, and I lose a lot of bolts in the past.
I mean, we've also seen multiple times, like on Donut, that there's like the cardboard method. Like if you don't have the new part yet, you can always like poke holes in cardboard and put them all in the same order or orientation that they were in. Also, why are there like 7 different bolts on this thing? What the hell?
Let's talk about the engineers again. What is your deal? You're like, you know what? We should change all the heights of every single bolt. That is pretty wild. Not as much of a hack to me as is just like solid advice.
Yeah, great advice.
He didn't like make or do anything. Like you said, there's a bunch of different methods. Cardboard's one of them. Put it back in the part itself. There's also just like the generic trays, the magnetic ones that you could put anywhere you want on the ceiling, and then just like throw it up there. See how many stick. If one gets lost, whatever, dude. There's always extra bolts for whatever reason. So, big thing that I like to do is, if possible. So let's say you do like suspension work. You take, you know, the shock off or whatever, I'll thread that bolt back into the place it's supposed to be. That way when I get to putting it back on, the bolt is being held there for me. Other than that, you dump it in a bucket and wish yourself luck. Organization is key. That'll save you hours and hours of looking for stuff. So Ziploc bags, cardboard box, put it back on the part. Don't lose your stuff.
Grab a Sharpie, label it.
That's a good one.
Well, hey everybody, we're gonna try some hood rat today.
Hood rat. Trust this man with my life.
The AC wasn't working at all. And I rebuilt the whole AC system with everything but an evaporator.
Okay.
It's working great for about a month.
Okay.
A couple days ago, it quit working. So it was
Bit of leak.
So I filled it back up, knowing I got a leak somewhere. Well,
Where's the leak?
See, it's back down to empty again, and
Okay.
I found it.
Where?
That aftermarket line is rubbing the transmission
Okay.
So we're gonna see if we can't make this thing hold a little refrigerant, at least till we get home tonight.
I love this because I have had to do this. I one time went to fill up gas and that started pissing out the side of my tank. So what did I do? I ran in, I got some JB Weld, I just started all over the side. I drove it home, chilling. I haven't replaced my tank since.
You know what's nice too? Because on the fuel tank, the fuel, as long as it's not like wet right behind it at the moment, the fuel evaporates so quickly, so you can get that nice like bond or whatever. I feel like I've run into issues where I've tried to JB Weld like a trans case or something that cracked, and you're just trying to like, you know, keep the fluid away. We'll drain it, try to clean it with some brake clean, slap some JB Weld. But if it's any kind of like oil or transmission fluid or anything like that, is a lot of times it keeps the JB Weld from sealing to where it needs to. But a fuel tank, that's perfect. I love JB Weld. JB Weld's great. It smells like though.
Let's leak into this next video.
Oh.
Zippy tight galore.
Oh, I've always wanted to try this.
It works.
I like that. It's almost like a flap disc, but tiny, like and to go in like a hole.
Yeah, you know what's the cool part about it? When it breaks inside there.
You just make sure the valves are closed.
No, you don't.
No, you don't.
Stop it.
You don't.
Stop it. We're not out, Angie. We're gonna check one by one. We're gonna just be like, wee! And if it worked, you're looking at the homie like, see, that's how you do it. That's how you work fast. But when it f***s up,
Oh man, I wish Angie
you're like,
but Angelina was
Angie right now. We're
to
saying that.
tell us. If only Angelina was here to tell us to close the valves.
But yeah, don't listen to Angie. Just go with it.
Just have fun.
it up. That's
You
part
blow.
of life. Well, you can
How do you
scrape
do
it
that
off.
the shop?
You can scrape it off little by little. Usually you could get, what do you call that thing?
Walnut blaster?
You could wire brush.
Oh,
The
wire
soft,
brush,
the soft wire brush, stainless steel ones. They're really soft. You go in there and just, but the thing is, like, you gotta like vacuum it out a little bit too, because if not, when you turn on that car, it's gonna look like you did a bad
You
job.
got like a chunky monkey going on
Like
there.
blah. Yeah, it looks like, but yeah, that's how you normally do it. You can scrape it out.
The walnut shell blasters work pretty good.
Yeah.
There's a couple brands that make some really good chemical cleaners for it. Because before you could not, there was no chemical that would break that down. But there are some brands now that
It's stuck
they're
on
getting
there.
better. They're getting better.
Yeah, they're getting better.
But the walnut shell blaster seems to be like one of the best ones. And they like walnut because it breaks down really easy, so it's not really going to damage or score anything inside the cylinder. Now, granted, you still want the valves to be closed anytime, because like Sandro talked about, you don't want those chunky monkey bits of carbon ending up inside the cylinder. So there's a number of ways you could do that.
Yeah, there's softer.
I like that though.
Wire brush.
wanna
Yeah, I like
try
that. I like that. So it's a hack.
Hack. I'll say it's a hack. We didn't get to see the end result, but I think I've seen from other videos and that.
Yeah, it comes out clean. I like it. Okay. Who made his own shit? Yeah, that was good.
Yeah, no, that
That
works.
was
That
good.
works,
That
dude.
was really good.
Yeah. All right, so it seems like he's working like the window motor. So what exactly is he doing? Like
He's making a bolt, like a piece that doesn't. I guess he already like broke it off, or let me see, pull it out. Yeah, it's already
yeah,
finessed.
it's messed up.
So you just got a nut, shaped it, fabricated that bad boy, and it does the same functions. This is the way you used to do it when you couldn't find.
Back in the day, so did you have to do more stuff like this then? Just because of that, or?
Yeah, that's what you have, jack of all trades. You have guys that knew how to do just a little bit of everything, and then that was really common back in the day. Now you could search up whatever you want. You guys are privileged to find anything you guys want now.
That's true. Keep rocking that to the future, or leave it in the past.
Oh no, rock that shit all the way.
Rock it to the
always,
future.
Always figure out new ways to make it up.
Hell yeah. Keep fabrication alive, guys.
Next clip.
So right here, we have this pretty poor repair where they pulled out the door. Again, this is why when you buy a car, you have someone come inspect it. Look at that, how thick the paint is. And I'll show you the roof as comparison. So because it was pulled and improperly repaired, it is now rusting. So now the door either it's probably gonna have to get replaced. Also, we got really poor runs in the paint up here. If you can see that right there. So this is why you hire a consultant before you buy a car. So that way you don't have this issue.
Don't take this as an insult.
Are you talking to me?
Look, if you're gonna go buy a $2,000 car, and you show up with this guy and that tool, I would tell you to off. I'd be like, what the are you doing, dog? Like, you're trying to check how deep the paint was or where there's more Bondo, where is this? I'm like, you shoot me the 2 G's and get the out of here. But if you're buying like a Ferrari, yes, show up with me, Rudy, Michael, the film crew, make a video out of it. I get it. You're gonna drop like about 100 racks or $500,000. But if you're gonna go buy a $5,000 car and you pull up with this shit, I'll be like, oh my God, dude. Like,
you're like, keep your money.
It's a fucking project car, dude. You want to see how thick the metal is, how thick the paint is. Don't get me wrong. I've never used this tool. I've never used it.
I have.
I know that you study for all this shit. So it's like, obviously you have, but if you would show up the way you look and your Raptor, and obviously that tool, I will close the door and leave.
Sometimes in our process, we want to know how thick the paint is when we're repairing a panel. Eventually, when you're prepping a vehicle, the thickness comes in effect when you have to feather edge the paint. So if it's extremely thick, then you have to go farther out. So it vanishes that thickness Because when you're repairing a panel, you're grinding down to the metal and you're repairing it. So it leaves a groove. If it's thick, it's like a wall. So you go up a little bit and it's not gonna do anything. You have to vanish it until there's no edge.
Next clip.
A lot of you have been asking, can you change the LEDs in the sealed tail light? And the answer is yes.
Oh my
And
gosh.
you can access the LEDs.
Ew. I hate videos like that.
I like that.
That is brain rot. Okay, I will say I sense some pain in his voice because he probably realized how expensive this taillight is gonna be and he's pissed. I'd probably be pissed too and make a dumb video like this too.
Yeah, that's just whack.
Mechanic Hacks 101.
Ooh, 101.
When it's this music, you know it's gonna be hands dirty.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay. All right.
You see?
Just remove the car.
I like this. I like this.
Those are always funny. Pulling the motor seems pretty excessive. If I'm honest, I almost do the exact opposite. You ever try to do it the quick and easy way because you think it's going to be easier, but it's not and it's way harder? But the harder way needs to be like, oh, you should actually remove the engine or remove something. So you take 3 times as long to do something the easy way so that it's easy and not hard, but it's like 3 times harder because you did it the dumb, easy way. That's what this kind of spurs in my mind, and I do that way too often. So sometimes the long way is the right way. This also reminds me that I've taken projects far, far too far.
Flexi.
All right, TikTok. So these are the things you got to be ready for when you're on a road.
Dang, those dreads.
Over here. I know exactly why.
So what does the screen look like then? Is it glare or smoke?
Give me 1 second. I'll show y'all something.
Flex seal.
I'm sorry. I don't even know what the f going on. What's going on? I was so
He's gonna use some Flex seal. I don't think he told us yet.
This is the same one.
Oh. We don't know yet.
Yeah. So here's the problem.
I don't need. Oh, the reservoir.
Oh, the reservoir is tipping. It's falling out of place.
Okay. The reservoir cracked, perhaps.
Oh.
We're gonna do this a couple times.
It's not a surge tank too, so it's just a regular reservoir, so it doesn't pressurize. So this will definitely get the job done.
I mean,
Check that out.
I probably would have at least thrown in some like.
It's a temporary solution, but you can do it every time.
I like his little eyebrows. Very suggestive.
Listen, between that, the dreads, and the butterfly filter, I have no complaints. None. The butterfly filter as a man is crazy, might I add.
Bold move.
Quite bold. But listen, look at his shirt. He walks that line like no other. Like his buddy's in the back. You see that?
I see his buddy in the back. Yeah, I see the ear. Okay.
His buddy's probably like, dude, that's sick. That's sick. But he's like, oh, he's like, no, the filter's not too much, bro.
No, it's not. It's perfect. It's perfect for this.
Don't forget, do the thing with your eyebrows. Yeah. Oh, that's so good. This is dope. It works. I mean, rule of thumb is as long as it's not pressurized or hot.
Yeah, it's probably not going to work on a surge tank or a reservoir that's pressurized, but a regular.
Yeah, you're chilling.
Yeah.
Use that Flex Seal however you may wish.
Flex Seal vibes.
And you know what? Use the butterfly filter too.
It wasn't too much.
Yeah.
Okay. Like a Halloween costume ghost suit.
It's a basic
Ooh,
Tuesday.
yeah. There you go. I like that. That's perfect. Ooh.
Butter.
I never tried that. I like that.
Cake.
Yeah, that's legit.
That's actually how you work, but yeah, I guess it's a
I mean, I don't do a lot of paint, so I imagine you probably.
Yeah, you save a lot of time. Like you just grab it, then you tape it around, and boom, you're done.
Yeah. Look, I like his little measuring method though. So he finds the center and then he takes it down and then he compares it against the edge, like the radius.
That's all bullshit.
He gets it really close though.
No, you never.
And then
get
he
it
tucks
close.
it behind. I like it. So, I mean, you're gonna save a lot of time by doing this than having to take off the wheel. And then when you take off the wheel, you gotta rebalance it too. And then also after you painted it, putting the wheel back on, you do risk potentially scratching your newly fresh paint job there. So, I mean, I think it's a hack. What do you think, Sam?
Oh yeah, definitely. It's fucking. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Next clip.
No, I've actually seen this video before. In this video, he's trying to get the valve lock out, and so he's using a hammer and probably like a socket or something that fits over on the ring, and he's just hammering it down so it compresses the spring enough for that valve lock to just pop right out. That way he can just get that spring out and replace it.
Yeah, there's many ways you could do it, but the old school way is like, figure it out.
Yeah, man. If you don't got tools, man, this is the perfect amount of tools that you need.
Yeah. I mean, obviously now they make newer tools, modern tools there.
Bro, you can get 2 buddies, right? You get a plank of wood, and you get them to push down on it real hard. That's how it works, dude. Sometimes you just need like 2 dudes to hit that thing.
2 dudes on wood.
Sometimes you just need 2 dudes. Would you take this technique to the future or leave it in the past?
I leave that in the past.
All right, let's see that next clip.
If you've sideswiped anything in your car, do this before you take it to a paint shop to save yourself thousands of dollars. Get yourself some sort of polishing compound. Here I use turtle wax. Next, fold your rag into more of a ball shape. This gives you a more firm grasp on it so you can apply more pressure to the paint. Usually damage can look way worse than it really is, and especially depending on the type of damage, you may not have actually scratched your own paint and maybe paint from the other vehicle or object. This Mercedes sideswiped the side of the garage on its way out. I wasn't sure exactly how bad the damage was, but I thought I'd give this a try just to see what would come off and see what damage was actually done to the car. Fortunately, there were no cracks or dents into the actual car, which made this repair look a lot better at the end. Results will definitely vary depending on how deep the scratches are into the paint and whose paint actually got removed from which car or object.
If it's surface scratches, you can always wet sand it and polish it out, and they'll come out, and you'll save the customer quite a bit of money in repainting the part.
So let's just say a customer has a little incident. Should they go and buy their little wax and give it a shot or what?
Well, before you waste your money, if as a consumer you want to find out if it's repairable, if it's worth it, it's very easy. We're not going to rub on the car. I know you like rubbing on cars. But if you grab the edge of your nail and you just pass it from the area of damage, if you feel it with your nail, that means it broke the clear. Don't waste your money. You're going to have to go to a collision center. If you pass your nail and you don't feel it, there's a high percentage that it will polish out.
100. Then taking out that.
What the? Oh, this is so like everybody does it.
I know.
There's so many like weird ways to do this. Just have fun. I guess it's up.
Yeah, you know, I don't know. I don't like messing around with this stuff. That's just.
I used to do it when I was younger. I was like, you know what? I need to go up some springs for fun.
Just you do still have to get it back on though. So.
Yeah.
Thug life.
Yeah.
All right, Sandro. What is the sketchiest or most dangerous thing you've partaken in the shop?
My mentality's always been like, F it, I gotta do it. I gotta make this money, right? So this G-Wagon rolls in, and I have those hoists.
A lift?
Yeah, the lift, but is it like a specific name with just those 2 little arms?
Asymmetrical lifts?
Lift arms?
Whatever. So you see the lift that you guys have outside that has like 4 little arms, right? So just imagine, I'm trying to lift this car up, and I got it balanced out, right? And I put 1 arm right here, 1 arm in the front, and then the same thing on the other side, right? I teeter-totter it so that doesn't fall on me, right? So the lift is going up. And for some apparent reason, like the lift's like not going straight up. It's going like this. And then I see the G-Wagons pick up slightly. And I'm like this, like, oh
my God.
Put some tires on the front. Let's put some tires on the front. If it lands on the tires, right?
Oh my God.
And then it balances out. And I'm like, we're Gucci. All right, everything's Gucci. We're fine. My brother's looking at me and he's like, hey, fool, this is kind of sketchy. And I'm like, fool, don't look like that in front of the customer. I look like a pro. So we're supposed to take off the wheel. And I'm trying to take off the wheel. And as soon as I take off the wheel,
oh my God,
the car starts going forward. And I'm like, hold on to the back bumper. Hold on to the back bumper. And I'm putting the wheel back on slowly. But act like we're doing this professionally.
We know what we're doing.
We know what we're doing. So I'm putting back this 22-inch wheel. No, it was a 24, I think it was. 4. So I'm putting it back on. Like, I'm like this, like,
God.
I'm like this because that wheel was heavy.
Your boots.
So I'm like this, like, I got it, don't worry about it. So just look professional the whole time you're putting it on. Right there. Boom, I put it in there and I put it down and I'm like, fool, now we gotta go up a little bit higher because, you know, it got on the locking pins.
You gotta get it off the locks.
So I gotta get off the locks. Boom, I pop it off the locks and it comes down. And as soon as it's almost on the floor, one of the little arms just like goes like, whee,
Wee.
flies off.
Wee.
And then I just bring it down. I was like this the whole time. I was like, well, you know what, sir? I don't think we're gonna be able to do it today. If you want, bring it back.
Oh my God.
Next week when our other lift is here because this lift is not appropriate for this one. He's like, oh, okay, sir, it's cool. You know, like, you've done a lot of work for me. I'm like, yeah. And I was telling my brother all of that just to clean some curb rash on the wheels. And I almost lost my mind. Imagine that car would have fell.
Oh my.
You know how much is a G-Wagon? Anywhere from $60,000 and up.
Yeah.
So that was sketchy.
Will Diet Coke remove rust? So she's got the aluminum foil there too.
Yeah, she went old school. She's even wearing the old ass.
I know. I like the 70s vibe she's got. That's cute. Have you ever done that, Sandro?
Wear 70s clothes? No.
You don't wear 70s clothes?
Big bell bottoms?
No, do you use Coke or Diet Coke to clean off rust?
No, I do not use Coke. I've tried this method before. Not on that bug, but I tried this method like an experiment to see how fast I could take off paint. So I filled up the bucket. It was first a small bucket with soda and all kinds of cleaning material in there. And I left the rim in there and I cleaned it out pretty decent. Then I added more. At one point, I don't know what I was
stirring the culture.
I was just adding more soda to this and then baking soda, some more soda. And then I put some rims in there, and I felt like the rims were gonna melt. Soda cleans up a lot of though. It was like this, a little soda for me, a little soda for you, a little soda for me, a little for you. And then when I saw with that rim, how dirty that was, how it was taking off powder coat paint, I'm like, damn, soda's pretty bad for you.
Maybe I shouldn't be drinking this. Hack.
This is definitely
totally a hack.
It'll clean anything.
Yeah. Any soda with phosphoric acid, so Pepsi, Cola.
It cleans it.
Diet Coke.
So instead of putting the decal up on your window, used to have these little plastic trays, and they come with these little paper cards, and you put it in there, and then it's not up on your window. I still use it because I'll just take these folded up and put it in there, and that's how I do it.
I never seen that in my life.
I feel like people would ignore that though. Even we sometimes don't even look at that thing until you're already 3,000 miles over. You're like, oh shoot, I haven't changed my oil. Like imagine a little placard on the side of the door you're never really gonna pay attention to.
I've never seen that.
I've never seen it before either. This seems like a pretty old school feature in cars. I don't know. Are there any other old school features you've seen that aren't around anymore that you miss?
Lighters. The cigarette lighter thing. I mean, that was cool back in the day, like when you were f***ing around with the homies. Ashtrays. Ashtrays weren't ashtrays.
Yeah.
They were like to hoard all your CD players.
CD players, yeah.
Back in the day, you used to talk to your mechanic. That fool would be looking at you in the face and be like, you're stupid because you put this type of oil or you didn't put no water in it. And he was just telling you raw what it was. And he'd be like, here's your bill for doing this shit. And you're like, God damn it, dude. But now it's like you don't even get to talk to a mechanic. The most of the times you get to talk to only the service writers or the people that are in the front. So yeah, I miss that.
I respect that.
If you guys want to see more RMS, click here, whatever. Herbert, thanks for joining me. See this boomer shit that you say, I'm a boomer?
Boomer.
No,
right
I'm
there.
not. No, I'm not.
He's a boomer.
Catch you guys later.
He's old.
Baby, this was RMS. Deuces.
Later.